It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. They're back.
Hey. Welcome back, us.
Yes, the big rascals welcoming themselves. Hey. I don't think we can remind people enough that we're the big rascals. I think they need to.
Yeah, we kind of slowed down on that, didn't we?
But we are the big rascals. It is true.
We really let go of our marketing and branding, didn't we? We really just stopped caring about it.
Yeah, I think we started forcing other people's marketing. Like Marvin's the dog now.
Marvin's the dog now.
But we're the big rascals. It's true.
What is Tom?
Tom? Well, we do the sign. The sign of the day, youtube.com/reality alert. Yes. The only way to see the sign, or on Twitch. You can follow us on Twitch, Reality Alert.
Yeah, gamers, follow us.
We game. Tom is British, the sign says. Is he? I don't know what he is.
I don't think he is.
Yes.
I don't think he is.
I don't know anything anymore, So Tom is British, the sign of the day says. You can check that out, youtube.com/reality alert. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun now we got
We're having a fun time.
Yes. Wow.
I like signs.
We do like signs.
You should put stop on there and then put it outside on a corner, on a street corner where there's no stop sign.
Ooh, and see if they stop.
And then you can see if they stop.
Yes.
And they're like, is this a new type of stop sign in New York that they're implementing?
That's like one time there's a race in the town I grew up in, and they left like the street blocking things out one time. When they block off streets for a race, like the barriers. Yes. And so me and my friends were at my friend's house, and so we ran outside and we took the barriers and we put them across the street. So cars, they would come up and like the main street in my town. So cars would drive up. This was the day after the race, but the cops hadn't come to take like the barrier things away. So cars would just come up to the things and like not know what to do, and they'd be like, I don't think the streets
are actually closed.
So the streets are actually closed. So they would
Who are those two kids over there drinking Four Locos and laughing?
We were hidden inside his house watching. So like it wasn't even like they saw us, and so they would have to move the barrier.
Hear the laughter.
They would move the barrier and then move the car and then move the barrier back, or find a way to drive around it. And then 20 minutes
later, a regular Bart Simpson.
20 minutes later, the cops came and took them away. All these cars were getting confused. Oh, it was a riot.
Did you spray paint El Maxo?
Yes, I did.
On the side of buildings?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was sick. Messing with traffic. Amazing.
You sound like a real punk, Max.
I was such a punk, dude. I was from the wrong side of the tracks.
Sounds like you needed to be disciplined.
Oh, ooh.
Were you disciplined? I didn't mean it in that way.
Was I?
No, I mean you needed discipline in your life. You were a bad child. You were a bad child.
Did I? Was I?
This isn't the circle, Max. Enough.
What? Well, another episode of The Circle that we have here. We got some fashion going on. We have a big hacker reveal going on. We got some stuff going on. Let's just jump into it, Ben, okay?
Let's just dive right in.
So Marvin is blocked. We talk about this. He's very confused because he's like, I apologize. I groveled. What else am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I think he deserved a second chance.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Well, and when he went to go see Raven, I don't know why he wasn't on the ground, groveling then too, kissing her feet, please let me back in the game. Let me back in, please. I'm begging you. Maybe she could have reversed her decision.
Everybody was very hard on him. Listen to Oliver.
Marvin, that ass gotta go. Get your shit and get to stepping.
So heartless.
No.
That's a human being.
He has third-degree chemical burns on
Come
his
on.
chest from America's Got Talent. Come on.
Yes.
Come
Chaz
on.
Chaz is floored by this decision. He's like, what? He's like us. He's like, what in the fuck did they do in that hangout? How did you choose Sam over the hacker? What is going on?
He's furious.
He's like, what? What is going on? And Xanthi is like, yeah, that was an emotional decision because what the fuck did they do in that hangout? We should be going home.
Yep, Jen thought for sure they were gone.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Sure.
Yeah. And Sam is like, Jennifer, you better not think you're safe. Once I figure out what's going on, I'm going to do something. It's like, you know what's going on. You know they're the hacker. You had the chance to do something and you didn't. You didn't do anything.
Yeah. I know. That's what I didn't get that either. I was like, you just had your chance.
No,
and you blew it.
No, she's going to do something. She's going to.
Mark my words.
She's going to bang her hands around on the counters. Oh, I'm mad. That's what she likes to do. She bangs her hands. So Marvin goes to meet Raven, and I like when he comes in, he starts talking to Raven. He doesn't acknowledge Paris. He's like, "Oh, the sign language guy. I don't need to acknowledge him."
What the fuck?
I was like,
he's usually focused on the ladies.
Yes, they are his kryptonite.
They are his kryptonite. Maria in our chat says, I like Brett and Xanthi, she's talking about, much better as Jennifer. I didn't like them as much as themselves in episode 1, but I like having Jennifer around. I agree. Xanthi, as we both know, was very obnoxious with her screaming in the first episode. So we didn't like
How romantic.
No.
I didn't mean to play that. It just came out.
No, yeah. As a team, they're great. Don't you think? I like them a lot. And I think it's the same thing with Jack and Lisa. When they paired up, it was more fun to watch them together than it was them individually, I think.
Well, I want to see circle doubles where it's all teams, because watching people like team up and decide what to do on a profile is really it's fun.
Yeah.
Like at the end, watching Brett and Xanthi Brett's like, deny, and she's like, no, we gotta confess.
Yes,
and
that
like,
was a great
arguing
scene
over what
because
to
that's
do.
such a huge decision right there.
And deciding over strategic bits, and then being strategic. Like, we've never seen people be like very strategic. It's like, it's so much better instead of it being like Ava Chanel, who are like, although Ava and Chanel were really fun too, because they're like hiding behind curtains and they're being ridiculous.
They're being silly.
Or like all these duos are always so fun. When you have
the Spice Girls,
Spice Girls, exactly. Duos would be such a good twist for the circle. Yes.
I like this comment from Kimberly in our chat. It says Max and Ben are team number 1.
Yes, the dance parties would be amazing. That's why we should be there. When Rolex on my dick comes on,
we'd be doing the Macarena all night long.
We're so good at the No Hands Macarena. It's amazing. So good. Oh, we forgot to. So Ben pointed something out to me about Brett and Xanthi's relationship between episodes 9 and 10.
The energy has shifted. Did anyone else notice?
Did anyone else notice there's a palpable shift?
There's a very palpable shift in energy with Brett and Xanthi between episode 9
and 10.
And then 10 and 11. Yeah. They are much more giggly. And let's just say it feels like a lot of tension has been relieved.
They're playing a lot. Like he did the thing where he like stuck his legs up and then she was like the airplane, right?
Yes.
They did that. They're a lot more comfortable with each other physically. Brett is getting jealous about things.
Yes.
They at least kissed. They at
I
least
think that
kissed.
maybe a kiss on the cheek. Maybe a flirt.
You think that? Oh, you think? Yeah, bare minimum.
A kiss on the forehead.
They at least Frenched.
Whatever happened, the sexual tension has been relieved.
Whoa, sexual tension.
Hey, a kiss on the forehead can be
Wow.
a kiss on the forehead. Ooh, you know?
Winky, winky.
Whoa. Something happened.
Something happened.
They are
Tell
in
us if
love
we're talking
now.
out of our ass. I think they're going to
We
get
ship.
married.
They're getting married by far.
We're
They're
going to be
having
seeing them on an
babies.
ultimatum season in no time.
What's their ship name? Zet. We ship Zaret.
Ship-
Zaret. We ship Zaret and
Ranthy.
Zaranthy.
Ranthy.
Yeah, we ship. Let's move on. Yep, you all know we're telling the truth. So
Chad
anyway,
is silent.
Marvin goes to meet Raven, and he doesn't acknowledge Paris, and it until Raven is like, so by the way, this is Paris. You are allowed to talk to him.
Yeah.
He's a
It was
person.
so weird that he ignored him.
I know, it's so funny. So they talk it out. Raven talks about hearing from Tamir and Tom and stuff like that, and Marvin is just awkwardly laughing the whole time. But blah blah blah. What do we hear that was important from this? Oh, Marvin says, "Why would Tom reach out to you? Me and Tom have a good relationship." I'm like, you and Tom haven't had a good relationship for a couple days. Remember, you rated Tom last
Yeah.
because he called you out in front of everybody. You knew you and Tom weren't getting along. Since when did you and Tom have a good relationship?
I don't remember a point where they did. Tom's always been going after. Well, I guess they had a relationship for like a small period of time until that one chat, but maybe in Marvin's mind it went a lot longer, whereas in Tom's mind his relationship with Marvin ended a lot sooner than what it was in Marvin's mind. Do you know what I mean? So maybe I can see how Marvin would get confused on that, or Marvin would say that because in his mind he did have a relationship with Tom. In Tom's mind, he did not. Tom was throwing him under the bus to Raven shortly thereafter.
So this is what every single person who has left the circle has said. Marvin says Chaz is playing an amazing game. Now, will anyone do anything?
No. Chaz
I'm guessing no. I have not seen episode 12.
Chaz is going to coast to the end and he's going to get second place.
I don't know what happens next episode. I'm assuming nothing happens.
My prediction currently. Well, no, I should save it.
Okay.
For Circles.
This for
I already kind of said it.
I want to say Marvin did blow kisses to Paris and Raven at the end, so I think that makes up for it. Because Paris dripped off the couch.
He should have done a science experiment for them. You know
I mean? Yeah, baby. Like make a volcano, like one of those.
Burn,
cool
baby,
things.
burn! Yeah, make a volcano
Cool.
explode all over his, over his shirt. Yeah.
I liked Raven saying he's so beautiful and Paris saying his personality is so cool. I like how they're instantly being like, "Oh, I just love him." They're so mad. They're like, "Oh, he's the best."
He's the worst, but he is.
Let me say,
he's great.
Let me say, being over 6 feet and having abs, it changes everything, Ben.
It's once you see it in person, it
whips it all. Oh my god. Marvin gives his goodbye. Marvin does the goodbye away, the message thing, whatever. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's hot!" And he's like, "I'm a chemist," and they're all like, "Okay, whatever." No one cares.
Yeah, nobody. Chaz was just upset. Like, he's just still fuming that they got rid of the wrong person.
Yes. Sam says,
"So you're a dog with a conscience."
He's a dog with a brain. He's a dog who can think. Chaz is like, you guys, Chaz is mad. Yeah, this is where Xanthi says, "Wow, he's so hot," and Brad says, "Okay, now get your head back in the game." Oh my god, they're in love. I ship. Oh my god, Zaretti. Oh my god.
First comes a blocking, then comes a hacking, then comes a kiss, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in the baby.
I love that.
Then comes
How
dog.
romantic.
Sorry, what were you saying? The dog?
Then
Do you say a dog?
comes a dog named Marvin.
Oh.
How romantic.
Circle chat. Jennifer's like, "Ooh, what a hunk. Ooh, thank you for saving me." And Oliver is like, "Oh, my jaw hit the floor. Chaz, can you come help me pick it up?" Which is I thought it was funny.
It would have been funny if Jennifer broke character and was like, "Oh wow, what a hunk!" And then Jennifer right beneath it goes, "I take that back. He is not a hunk."
Yeah.
You know who was really a hunk?
Sorry, Brett.
Brett from the first episode was a really big hunk.
He's a hunk, but he's not here right now. Too bad. But if he
I
was
wish he
here
was.
right now and sitting right next to me, he would be the hottest.
And they're all like, "How do you know about Brett? He went out before you came in." And she's like, "I saw him in the hallway on the way out." He was leaving with his bags as I was coming in.
But damn, he was fine.
Fine.
Chaz does not like that Oliver is flirting with him right now because Chaz controls all circle chats and says to himself, "Stop doing that. We just lost someone. Somebody died. Someone was blocked from the chat.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Inappropriate timing, Oliver. Somebody died. We're not going to see them for 2 days. It's the second to last day in the circle. We're not going to see Marvin for 2 days."
I thought that was so weird. That's so weird that he was upset that someone was already like moving on. What do they need? A moment of silence or something? What do they need to
dictate serious time? He dictates silly time. He dictates, it's Chaz's rules in the circle when certain things are allowed to happen.
Yes.
It's kind of what I'm sensing.
Things to the producers too.
What?
He dictated things to the
producers?
producers?
Yeah, he was like, "You better tell me who the hackers are a walk." And they were like, "Okay, Chaz, stay." I mean,
Chaz is kind of like, let's be honest though, like he is a bit of a godfather in the circle right now.
No, that's what I was gonna say. His strong personality like that is his strength. I mean, that's why he's so good at the
very
circle.
Influential. He's
having that confidence and that very strong personality. That's what gives you that influence. It's what
I
makes
get Boston,
you an influencer.
honestly, I get Boston Rob vibes from Chaz.
Is he that guy with the podcast?
Yeah, but Boston Rob has a podcast.
Oh yes. Love him. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Everybody is obsessed with Chaz. Everybody trusts him. He's like the only person I can trust.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Raven says a lot went into last night that caused trust issues in our family. This is a family. It's not a reality show. These are people that have come together and they are going to start making children
in
their family. So it's now a broken family.
Of Marvin.
Chaz says he respects Imfluencer's decision. He says it hurts that the rebellion and the hack caused so much nonsense. This large rebellion that went against the government that the OGs created, our founding fathers and mothers.
It's left an imprint on the circle for years and years to come.
Yes, I cannot believe it. And
people will be talking about the failed revolution for years.
Sam is literally pounding the patio when she's in the hot tub, and as she says, hashtag I thought we were a family, she's like going like that. Oh, I didn't do this. That rebellion in the hacker. How could they do this? How could you take an advantage of the game and do this? How could you use the hacker power? I would never.
The OGs, whether they're doing it consciously or subconsciously, I think it's kind of a great game move what
No,
they're doing.
I agree. They're doing the right thing.
Completely just guilting and taking like a more dominant control of the circle and being like, we took you in as our own, and how dare you? How dare you? And it weirdly works. Look at Tom in this episode. Tom is like, oh no, oh no, I'm going to be banned from Buckingham forever.
Please forgive me, Papa Chaz, please.
Does this mean I won't be knighted?
It's like when we said that they smelled blood in the water with Sasha. It's like they smell blood in the water with the rebellion. So they're like, okay, this is our new target. Anyone who was in the rebellion must be smashed. So they go on a witch hunt for anyone who was in the rebellion and didn't.
Which is funny
speak up
because
against
nobody
it.
even really went along with it.
It was non-existent,
It was a non-thing.
but it's an amazing thing to get people to rally together against. All you need is a mantra. All you need is a concept. It's great. It's just hilarious. So I don't think that they're thinking about it strategically. I think they're really they're very upset.
It worked.
It's like they're role playing.
That's the weird thing is like when we've seen this in the past, like when the band is like, okay, we need to get together and we need to go after Kay because she's in the lead, and you know, or in season 2 when Courtney and Lee and
the
their
Kardashians.
alliance, the Kardashians, where they were like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna take the other side down, let's do it. Like that was all like super strategic, but this straight up seems emotional. And it's weird. It's very strange.
They can't. They really feel like they were hacked and violated.
But then again, who knows? Maybe there was strategy to it, and we just weren't shown it. That's a possibility. But from what we've seen, it certainly doesn't seem like
we can only go by the edit. That's our motto.
Yes, it's true.
I love Jennifer saying all families have their issues. That's an amazing response.
Yeah.
And Tom says, my door's open if anybody wants to talk about the rebellion and the hacking. And Chaz says, okay, Tom, why didn't you bring the rebellion up to me in the hangout? Also, not to mention that my profile was a profile that was potentially hacked. Tom says Sasha Rebellion was shut down immediately. All of us dismissed it and forgot it. And then says he blocked Sasha, and not bringing up the rebellion was stupidity rather than being malicious.
See, this is where I say the Boston Rob comparison for Chaz, because Chaz immediately comes at someone who didn't give him a piece of information in the game, which is exactly what Boston Rob would do too. He would like have a monopoly in Survivor over information in the game. That's like how Boston Rob became a great player. He made people feel like they were going to go home if they didn't run back to him with every bit of information in the game.
Yes. Sam says the original 8. I feel like this is like Battlestar Galactica or some kind of sci-fi show where it's like the original fucking 8 or something like that, you know, like a robot species or some fucking thing, like some kind of like alien council, you know, like one of those fucking or a fantasy thing. The original 8 always welcomed players with open arms. Then a rebellion was led against me, and my so-called friend said nothing. Then a hacker led me to believe I had a convo with Chaz when I didn't. And she's the patio, the cement is now broken because she's pounded it so hard. You know, she's just wailing on it.
She's strong.
Chat closes because she punched the screen and they had to bring in tech support.
I love Sam's passion. I really do.
So I love her. She's just passion for the game.
She is a great character. She's a lot of fun.
Hilarious.
We don't sing Sam's praises enough on this show. We really should.
She's so funny. Brett and Xanthia are like, yeah, it's very clear that Sam and Chaz aren't going to believe any of the newer people, no matter what we say. Like, there's
Nope.
no point. Yeah.
Nope.
And then Tom
They're,
is
they're
like,
just all. It's just going to be of like, who will we let come with us to the end?
yes,
That's going to be the question for them.
we are descendants of the original 8 of the yes.
Our original 8 was passed down from the original 8 of Circle season 4, and previously from 3, and before that 2, and then of course the originals who passed down
Exactly.
their wisdom from the beginning.
And then, of course, you have Tom, who's like, I hope the people forgive me for my faults. I have to apologize. Please forgive me. All right. So Raven and
This was kind of, that was tough to watch. Was Tom like putting his tail between his legs and being like, please forgive me, please. It's like, Tom, you didn't really do anything wrong, Tom.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. He went against the Chaz father.
He went up against the Chaz father. You can't do that.
Yeah. So Raven invites Jennifer to chat. This is a simple thing of Raven is fishing for information. Well, they think Raven is fishing for information, but really Raven is like trying to test Jennifer to see if she's the hacker. And then they're just like, well, we're not going to give her any information. You know,
all of these little chats that people have with Jen are like where they're trying to fish out something, you know, of if she's the hacker or not. They just like, what are they expecting? Because it is a lose-lose situation, just like the chat with Tom. It's like, well, it sounds to me like no matter what Jen does, she's mostly screwed here, like with everybody. You know,
What if-
Tom wants truth, but you know, he doesn't want to hear that she's the hacker. You know,
yeah,
so
that
it's
was
like,
what if Jen had been like, Raven, I had a weird chat with so and so, and she made up a lie about someone else being the hacker.
I think the only person that you can do that to is Tom.
What if you
you're
did it
Jen- if
about
you're Jen,
What if you did it about Marvin and there was plausible deniability?
nobody's gonna believe that Marvin could be the hacker. he'd just hack as like another woman in the circle and then go to Tamira
Mhm.
or Raven, and he'd be like, you know, let's talk about our bodies, right? He'd start getting
Yeah.
all smarmy or something.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is Jen supposed to do in this scenario? I mean, I think Raven was just hoping that Jen could say something. I mean, maybe Jen could have just given her like some information that was better, but I don't really know what you're supposed to do.
No, yeah, like at this point, it's like, okay, well, you pretty
Well,
much
it's like,
know.
even if Jen was innocent, it's like you're obviously like so intensely fishing for information, anybody would be like off put by like starting out a conversation was, do you have any suspicion of who the hacker could be?
Yeah,
It's like,
I truly don't know
well,
what Jen could have said to both Raven and Tom in this episode that would have cleared their name and made things better for them.
yeah.
I don't think there was anything that they could have said.
Well, at the end of this convo, Raven says, I want to believe, but I don't know. So,
Yeah,
maybe Raven's not
looked
totally convinced.
skeptical, you know, just the way she was taking all of it in. She just seemed very skeptical towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom invites Chaz to a private chat, and this is just when Tom says he feels guilty and he apologizes it. Chaz accepts it. And this is where Tom tells Chaz the hacker story about Jen telling telling him about Tamira and the accusing her about the Two-Faced and the rebellion thing. And Tom says it was an odd thing for Tamira to do, so I know that it's untrue. So I guess Tom says that he thinks that when Jen told him that story, he thinks that Jen was saying that Tamira was the hacker.
I guess. Yeah.
So just to break this down clearly, Tom says, Jen came to me saying Tamira had randomly started accusing her of being two-faced about the rebellion. That's what he said. I think he even was listening correctly.
Yes.
He says it was a very odd thing for Tamira to do. I know it's untrue. So he thinks that, like, so at this point in the conversation, he thinks that, like, Tamira was the hacker that Tamira was the hacked account potentially.
Yeah, he still doesn't believe that it's Jen. He couldn't believe it because
he doesn't even have the information yet. Because then right afterwards, Chaz reveals the whole story about the wifey thing and that someone in the rebellion must be a hacker, and Tom agrees. And then when the chat ends, we get the hilarious scene of Tom looking at Jennifer's caricature and realizing that Jen is the hacker.
That was
because, like, apparently this whole conversation of the whole Tamira thing is what Tom is so upset about, because he thinks that Jennifer lied to him when Jennifer didn't, because the Tamira thing happened. Yeah. That's a real conversation.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm not upset about Jennifer being the hacker. I'm upset that she lied to me. But it's like, Jennifer didn't lie to you. Tamira really did approach her and say that, and say, like, why were you mad at me about being two-faced, right?
Yes, that was an actual conversation.
Did Jennifer lie to Tom about anything?
No, but they just withheld the truth, and I think that partially stunk for Tom too, right?
But I mean, like, why would you say I'm the hacker?
Yeah, it's stupid to do that because you don't know. Tom got ranked so high earlier. You don't know how close he is with Chaz. You never know in this game. Yeah. Like, being tight-lipped is always the safe move. Always. Yeah.
So we get the dress to impress challenge.
I'm an artsy fartsy bitch.
I just really liked this little exchange.
Majestic mannequin, some accessories, some fabric to create your clothing.
Oh my God, we gotta impress you. We gotta impress you.
Do we get to dress a doll up, or do we?
We're dressing a mannequin. He just said it.
I can't hear anything as you're screaming.
It just encapsulates everything about Xanthi and Brett.
Yep.
Besides the fact that they're in love. It does encapsulate that.
They're in love for sure.
Yes. Where are the babies?
Circle babies.
Where are our babies?
I can't wait for that season. Instead of circle singles, it's circle babies.
Finally, the chat, Kimberly confirms that love is in the air.
Thank you. I'm happy to be validated.
How romantic.
And they learn that whoever dresses the mannequin the best is going to get a fantastic award.
Reward me, bitch.
I really like that.
Reward me, bitch.
Yeah. So they're going to decorate stuff. Oliver invites Tamira to a private chat. They play #strut your stuff, even though they can't see each other. Seems difficult.
Yeah.
This was a really nice chat. I like these more serious moments on the circle sometimes, about how they both came from families where they didn't feel that they could be open and out. He says that he comes from a Pray the Gay Away family, and then she's actually just comes out and shares her story from her own point of view.
In a similar environment, sort of.
Yeah, she said she couldn't feel free to come out since she left her mom's house. Yeah. And I thought it was awesome that she just said it from her own perspective as Tayshia, not even Tamira, so that she could build up on from him. It was really nice. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Maybe they'll rate each other high now too.
Yeah, that'd be great. But and also, I just like when the circle you actually get these like really nice moments, and yeah, it was good.
Yes.
Dress to impress results. Jennifer did a good job. It was a good job. Xanthi, Tan liked it. Said, looks like somebody who's young at heart. That's what we're going for. Sam hates it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
I thought they did a good job. I thought they did good.
They did a good job. It was very Jen. I think Xanthi did a lot of work on it because she's a model.
It would have been funny if Brett did it by himself.
I'm sure he did. I liked when Tan France was announced, and like every single person was so excited, and Brett was just sitting there on the couch and being like, "Who is
I
this?
was like, who?
Who? Where am I?" Sam Xanthi says it's from the 1800. Tom looks like it's squatting down and taking a piss. Tan says it's a great look, well done. I thought it was not that great.
You thought it was mid.
I thought it was mid to below mid.
Was that a denim skirt? Or
Yeah, the
no?
denim skirt wasn't doing it.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it was not good. Tamira,
Max is a critic.
Tamira, yeah, I think Tom pointed this out. The corset was on backwards. Hello. What was that? What is this? I definitely
Of course Tom would know. All the women in the Tower of London, they wear corsets.
they have to.
They dress like they're from the 1800s.
Yes. Well, actually, we noticed something that Tan said something very offensive. We're actually going to play it uncensored, but we do not agree with this word.
It's giving me village wench from like 1870s.
We recently discovered you're not allowed to say the W word. You can't say that.
We found this out on a bonus episode of Love is Blind Center on our Patreon, patreon.com/reality alert. You can
Support
catch all
the
those episodes
podcast. We're
there.
not ad supported. It's the only way to keep it going. Or we'll
Yes.
just fade into obscurity and you'll never hear from us again.
Yeah. But yeah, we used that word and then we questioned ourselves for using it and we looked it up. Apparently it's a no.
Yeah, we decided no one can use it anymore.
It's a no-go word.
It's
Nobody
really
can use it.
offensive.
Nobody can use it.
You shouldn't wench shame people.
Hey,
It's very offensive.
say it.
Tan France is canceled. We're going down to the Fab Four. That's it. Unless maybe wenches can use the word. I just used it. I just used it. I'm gonna have to edit this episode. If those people want to reclaim the word, if they want to
it
reclaim the
sounded
word,
worse.
they
It sounded
can
worse.
use it. They can
No,
use it.
Let's move on. Let's move
Okay. Chaz, Tan loved it. He said it's well considered an effortless sex appeal, and says with more work he would consider wearing something like this. What can't Chaz do?
He does it all. He's the godfather of clothing and fashion.
He's the shampoo god, Poppy.
Yes, I like that.
Yes. Oliver, Brett is like, whoa, men can wear skirts. Whoa, that's different, but cool. Brett stood at it for like an hour being like,
Yeah, he was. Brett was like a few inches from the screen and just staring, and Xanthi kept being like, Brett.
He's like, shut
Come
up,
out
I'm
of-
trying to.
I don't understand. None of my bros have ever done that.
He's like, wow. He was like Tasha on her 8th joint of the night, Tan says he loves a genderless look, says trend setting, and he would take a picture of someone on the street wearing it. Great job. Raven said, Tan says you must be an extrovert. He loves the color and says he wants to get to know her. Wonderful compliment. This Tan guy, he's so positive.
I know he's way nicer than Lil Yachty, right? Lil Yachty's a much tougher critic.
Well, you know what Lil Yachty had to say about rap,
This is war.
Fashion's not war, rap
Yes.
is.
That's right.
Yes. Tom, Tan was like, this is utter shit. You tried really hard, but you suck. Go back to where you come from, the Tower of London.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, I really do like I think he's this is how people dress in the Tower of London.
Yes.
The way that Tom made it. Yeah.
Chaz wins. I like how Oliver thought it was going to be him, and then he picks Sam. I also like how we were like, circle singles, like, like what? Like, so you only put one gay guy in there, and then you never give him another guy to date, and then they finally put in a guy for him to date, and then he doesn't pick him to go on a date with when he wins a date.
Yeah, what the hell? It's like, that's
Chaz,
so
we've
messed
been
up.
rooting for you this whole time, and then you go on a date with your wife?
Yeah. That's
What's
fucked up.
happening?
It's fucked up.
Chaz and Sam go on a date. They talk about dating experience. They give them food. We haven't seen food in the hangout for a while.
Yeah. One of these days, I hope they get a big old lasagna. Get a big old
Yes.
bib. They get a big old bib.
Whatever happened
Just
to
make a mess all over there.
whatever happened to sushi?
Yeah.
Used to have sushi in the hangout. I can't play the sushi soundbite. The soundbite stopped working. So
I loved in this too that only Sam could get mad at her own story. It could make her pissed off.
oh, I'm getting real mad about this one.
Wow. Sushi? Yes!
Sorry, it came really delayed.
A delayed response.
It was really delayed. Yeah, she was getting. Oh, I'm just mad. The guy again is still gonna get out of here. I'm gonna call him up and find him and burn his house down.
I'm sorry, we have to backtrack a little bit because Maria has a great comment in the chat. Tom's hat reminded me of Bruno's baby outfit. It's true.
Wait.
Bruno had that big baby bonnet.
No, maybe it wasn't a baby outfit. Maybe it's just how British people dress.
That could be okay.
Maybe we had it all
wrong.
wrong.
Yes.
Maybe we had this whole thing wrong.
You're
Maybe
right.
the mummy's boy thing was just maybe that was just one thing and then it wasn't a trend. And
Maybe
that
they're all
wasn't a
mummy's
baby
boy.
outfit. Yeah, maybe they're all
You know?
babies.
Everybody in Britain is mummy's baby, and mummy is the queen, and everybody's a little baby, and then mummy's
Oh,
boys.
I get it now. Okay.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. So they have a date. And we get to Tom inviting Jennifer to a private chat. This is where it goes. Brett and Sam, they're so excited. They're like, it's Tom time. And Tom instantly says, we need time. We need to talk. Be honest with me. Are you the hacker? Laughing, crying face emoji. What kind of mixed message is that?
Yeah.
Why can't you just ask
Well,
her
he's
direct-
making it seem like if you are.
If you're the
No
hacker,
big
but
deal.
seriously, are you the hacker? But you're not the hacker, but are you? Because you can't be the hacker, but seriously, you're
It's
the fucking
definitely
hacker.
no big deal if you are. I'm just laughing over here. I'm laughing and laughing.
I thought he was working on not hiding behind jokes and humor, but apparently he's not.
Apparently, yeah.
Because he knows he has the Buckingham Palace guard, so he never has to work on anything.
Yes. Hell yes.
Hell yes. So Brett wants to deny it.
Fucking deny.
And Xanthi is like, Tom probably wants to help us out. And he knows Tom is praying that she's not the hacker at the time, though. Yeah. If you don't want
I
the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
understand. Here's the thing, though. I understand both sides of it. I understand Xanthi being like, oh, if we do give him this information, we could maybe reaffirm how tight we are because we were unsure of it before. I get like the thinking behind it for Xanthi. I do. But I think the way Brett's seeing it is just, it's too fucking risky. It's way too risky.
It's a sticky sitchy boonie for sure.
Yes.
You're gonna get your hands covered in the stuff from the sticky bun, the frosting, and you're gonna have to lick it off.
Yes, definitely.
I just said a whole bunch of very concrete information.
Yes.
What would you have done?
Hold on. I actually have to go right now, Max. I'm so sorry.
Wow, to be continued. All right, we're gonna
Please
continue
end
this.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
No, that's okay. We're going to continue to Ben, you can go. I'm going to finish this episode. We are going to continue the Tom and Jennifer call in tomorrow's episode of Reality Alert, The Circle Season 5 in episode 12. Sorry to close this episode short. Ben had to go. We usually don't end episodes short like this. So episode 12, we're going to start with the end of episode 11 with Tom invites Jennifer to a private chat. And then we're going to finish episode 12 and we're going to do the recap show over at the Patreon. So I will see you over there. Sorry, Ben did have an emergency, and we'll see you all tomorrow around 3:30 p.m. Okay, bye everyone. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Reward me, bitch!